Hey, how you doing there? This is Sergeant Chuck, your forestry guide. That's what they called me when I was in the Army. I was a staff sergeant. And I was in the infantry 9 years. And my last 3 years I was at Fort Benning, Georgia, home of the infantry. And I was on a couple of different ranges, and I was a trainer, an instructor. In the Browning 50 cal automatic machine gun, the Mark 19 grenade launcher, and the TOW-2 system. And they're all vehicle mounted weapons. Anyway, I was a trainer, was an instructor. Enjoyed it. There's a blowdown. If that were a lightning strike, it would be blown apart and there'd be pieces all over the place. So that's probably a wind damage. That's recent too. There's a bunch of those like that here in this area. I mean, that can't be more than a month, couple of months. And we had some really brutal wind here about that time. Anyway, I'm out on a secondary Forest Service road, which I worked in this area many years ago, and I'm just retired a year and a half ago from Common Stand Exam, CSE, Common Stand Exam. It's tree inventory. It's where we actually measure the trees and collect data. The diameters, and the crowns, and the widths of the crown, and the height of the crown, and the trees and their relationship with other trees. Are they codominant? Are they dominant? Are they in the understory? And we get their disease and defect, damage, and we drill them for their age and some other things. Heights, if I didn't mention that already, diameters, and just general measure everything you can think of with the tree. If it's got an infestation with insects, or a mountain pine beetle, or I've seen ants, I've seen yellow jackets, hornets. Anyway, it's a data collection is what I did. I loved it. Did it for many years, all over. I was in Arkansas, I was in Wyoming, of course, in the Black Hills, here in South Dakota, of course, New Mexico. I loved working in New Mexico. People there are just wonderful. And let's see where else, Colorado, Minnesota. Anyway, just going for a hike down a secondary Forest Service road, which is gated and locked for the winter. As you can see, it's winter. But normally I wouldn't be able to get in here. Usually there's a foot of snow or more and you can't even hike in here. But this year we haven't had much snow. So elevation, I think, is around 5,500, roughly. Something like that, 5,500 feet. And anyway, I'm just going out for a hike today and wanted to show you what the Black Hills are like. I love it here. I have a sum total of everything with national forests all across the United States. The sum total of everything, the Black Hills are the place to be, in my opinion. For lack of people, for more quiet solitude, for more accessibility. These secondary Forest Service roads are everywhere. Old logging trails, I like to hike those because there's nobody on them. Nobody ever goes on them. Same with these secondary Forest Service roads. Now there's some areas, of course, where the side-by-sides have taken over and they have trails. This is not one of them. And it's just a great place to be. And if you're thinking about taking vacation here this next year, and you enjoy camping, hiking, backpacking, that sort of thing, I recommend coming out here. Now, we're not going to have some of the most beautiful trails and beautiful scenery that other places have, but we have the forest. If you love being in the forest, And we do have some scenic places. You'll just have to deliberately research them out for scenic views and get up on high elevations, like Coolidge, the Coolidge Lookout in Custer State Park. That's a great place. I got photos of that, boy. You can see everywhere. Beautiful. And there's other lookouts and old lookouts in the Black Hills Cement Ridge going into the Wyoming state line. And let's see, I can't think of some of the other ones. Anyway, you can sure come out here, spend as much time as you like. If you have a camper, I would definitely recommend off-grid camping. Don't go to a campsite. You have to pay for it anyway, but if you're off-grid, gosh, you're in where you're hiking and it's quiet and you'll see more wildlife. I think you'll just have a better experience. All the years that I did forestry work, I had a camper for about the last 7 or 8 years, I think. Something like that. Anyway, I always camped in the area I was working. I avoided the campgrounds. For many reasons, of course, but the main reason is that's where I'm working, and I didn't want to have to drive every day to go out to my work area. So I just found a nice, cozy little spot to put my camper and worked out of my camper there. And I had an ATV too. As you do your work, you reach out more and you get further away from your campsite. So my ATV helps get to your work area. Anyway, it's just much more enjoyable. You get the peace and quiet. Anyway, I would recommend coming to the hills. And if you like your alone time, solitude, definitely. And you will not be disappointed. Great place to be. And you can take your camper anywhere. There's everywhere in the hills. You just have to kind of do a recon. That's what I always did. And going into a new work area for a new contract, I do take my pickup in there and recon the area, find a few different places for camping, and then check the area out where I'm actually going to be working. And I did common stand exam, tree inventory. You measure everything you can think of about the tree. I haven't mentioned that already. And I love the work. Just great. Out all day in the national forest with the quietness and wildlife. And I like working alone. That was a given. But anyway, I'm out here today. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video. Taking a look at a hike down on Secondary Forest Service Road. Normally there's a lot of snow in here. So I hope you enjoy this video. And it makes your day. Trying to avoid the mud on the road. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is Sergeant Chuck. Roger out.